everybody, welcome to my channel Living in the Red Dot. This is May from Singapore. Today I'd like to talk to you about some of my Chanel perfumes. So specifically I want to go through the Coco line of Chanel perfumes for this video. So I will be featuring Coco Eau de Parfum, followed by Coco Mademoiselle, and then Coco Noir, and then we'll have Coco Mademoiselle Intense, and finally the latest one, Coco Mademoiselle L'Eau Privée. So if this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned. Okay, so for this episode of my vlog, I won't be focusing on the notes in the perfumes. Rather, I'll be sharing with you my thoughts on each of the Chanel perfumes that I'll be featuring. Now, I'm a bit unsure as to how to go through this this video talking about Chanel. Now, I've talked a lot about Dior, Narciso Rodriguez, Viktor and Rolf, and I was quite comfortable talking about that, those designer perfumes. For Chanel, I'm not quite sure how to approach it because I have a bit of a mixed feelings about the brand and the perfumes in it. Now, Chanel perfumes are quite expensive. I find that they're more expensive than the Dior perfumes. Are they any better? Maybe some of them are, but they're not that much better that I think makes their higher price points that reasonable. You are paying for the brand, and I suppose like the bragging rights for owning or wearing something by the house of Chanel. And Chanel has been very good with their marketing and branding. They have excellent brand equity, that people are willing to fork out the cash to own their products, whether it be makeup, perfume, or clothing or shoes. So when I think the first time I talked about Chanel was when I got the Chanel Sensual Elixir bag in 2006, 2005, 2006. And to me back then I was already mid 20s, and Chanel was like the thing to get. I feel like I've reached the point in my life where I feel like career is going well, I had a good job, everything is going great, and it's some sort of like a milestone to get something from Chanel, which was why I was looking for a Chanel perfume. So it's a milestone in life, I think, for most women who always wanted to own something special. And Chanel is like one of those brands that can provide that feeling of contentment and fulfillment. Is it right? Probably not. I mean, it is a marketing ploy, and it is a money-making machine, but that is how psychology affects us all, like with everything that we're being bombarded with. So having said that, I don't wear my Chanel perfumes that much. Even though I bought them like used, I didn't pay premium price for them, I still feel like it has this kind of like higher value to it, and I feel like when I'm using it, I'm gonna run out, and it's so expensive to get a new one, so I don't feel like using it often. And also I find that Chanel perfumes are generally on a level, a different level. Like you have to reach a certain point in your life, I think, to kind of like wear Chanel. Like you have to have this like confidence to wear it and pull it off. It's not one for like teenagers. I don't think it's one for like teenagers, like, 16, 17. I would go for the Dior or Victor and Rolf for those kind of age groups. Um, this I find that I want to wear it for special occasions, but there's not enough special occasions in my life to wear them. Um, I live quite a boring life. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it's not like I go to the office and people will go, "Ooh, you're wearing Chanel." So yeah, so I just don't feel I have enough places or occasions to wear something so sophisticated and elegant. The few times I've worn them, I wore it to like, musical theater or a nice dinner. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, let's start with Coco Eau de Parfum, which was released back in 1984. So this was back in the 80s where everything is big, everything is notice me time frame. I believe their muse or model that they used back then was Ines Lefranche, which is a fashion icon. Um, she's like quite a tall lady. She has a lot of collaboration with Uniqlo over here, making like affordable clothing but stylish and ready to wear type of stuff. She has a certain confidence, so she is confident. She's a businesswoman. She wears flats. Okay, she doesn't need high heels to exude like power. She goes to the Cannes festival and tells them, despite their dress codes, that women has to wear heels. No, it's uncomfortable. I am wearing flats. So she started some sort of a movement. So, kudos to her. So this perfume, I think, fits her personality very well. This perfume is outspoken. It is a notice me type of perfume. It's warm, it's spicy, it's a head turner. Maybe a touch of sweetness, but really it's, I think, dominated by something like cloves, which is, gives off that spiciness. Amber gives it that warmth. Amber and sandalwood together, just kind of like anchors it down and then kind of like, pushes it like out there. It is an amazing scent. I love it. So this is what the bottle looks like. I haven't even shown it to you. So I don't know what year this bottle is. I did get it used, but I mean, Chanel bottles are so elegant. But again, do they deserve the price that people pay for it? I'm not sure. But if you're willing to fork out the cash, this perfume can be quite worth it in terms of being long lasting, because you only need one spritz, one or two, maybe three if it's like a special nighttime event. But it just smells so good. I mentioned it in a previous review about Mystère La Parfum. So Mystère La Parfum would be like kind of like the younger version of this one. It's working towards the confidence of and sophistication and elegance of this one. I mean, look at that amber color. It's just so rich. It's like, I don't know, brandy, vodka, some sort of liquor. I don't drink alcohol, but it's just, this is great. Definitely to wear for like galas, big events, or maybe special nights. This is the one to go to. So that was 1984. Now, they didn't release anything on the Coco line until 2001, when they released Coco Mademoiselle EDP. This one, and let me get my sample right here. Coco Mademoiselle EDP. Now this one has become the perfume that women want to buy. I smell it everywhere, and I mean everywhere. no matter what country and no matter what area of like country, a city I go to, I can spot Coco Mademoiselle. Um, Coco Mademoiselle, when it was released, their model or their muse back then was Kate Moss. Kate Moss was, at her height, she was the it girl. She was everywhere. She was in Calvin Klein, Burberry, of course Chanel has to have her. And the ads were quite risque, a lot of kind of almost semi like kind of nudity, very sultry, younger but sultry type of woman or girl. Again, it's got to be for someone 23 years old and up. When it was released, I think that was the intent based on the riskiness of the ads that they have shown in 2001. So Kate Moss was their model until she got into some trouble, scandal, with cocaine, drugs, and that. So they dropped her like a hot potato. And by 2000, I think that's 2005. By 2007, we've got Keira Knightley, and she's been the face of Coco Mademoiselle since then. Wholesome, a bit outspoken, very sultry, dark-haired, woman. I think she is perfect for Coco Mademoiselle. So if you are nearing or wanting to reach that milestone of having like a Chanel perfume, chances are you would probably go for Coco Mademoiselle. It's very feminine. It's soft, feminine. It's not sweet. It's quite floral. But I actually don't see it as warm perfume. It's a bit cool, a bit cooler than what I would like. Maybe that's why I never really purchased Coco Mademoiselle, despite being an awesome perfume. I do have the EDT. I don't know what year they released the EDT, maybe 2005. I don't know. I haven't researched that. But to me, the EDT, and no, I did not purchase it at the store. Somebody was selling it for like $35, which was a very good deal for Coco Mademoiselle, because a 50 ml bottle of Coco Mademoiselle can easily cost you $70, and a 100 ml would probably cost you like $270 or something like that, some ridiculous like price. So that's why I never like bought it. But $35, yes, I would buy this EDT. Is it the same scent as the EDP? Yes, actually, it's quite similar. Not the same, but Chanel is very good at keeping the DNA of their perfumes consistent when they make flankers. So if I spray this and somebody smells it on me, they would definitely say you're wearing Coco Mademoiselle. Now, which one? Hard to tell. But this one is a bit brighter, a bit more citrusy in the beginning and sharper, maybe a bit sparkly as well. Very good if you can't handle the strength of the patchouli in the Coco Mademoiselle EDP, which for some reason can be quite strong. Then I would suggest try out this one. Again, widely available, sold everywhere, but be prepared for the price. So that is the Coco Mademoiselle EDP and EDT. Next, they released in 2012 my favorite, Coco Noir. Noir, black, get it? This, I think, is like a perfect crossover between the Coco Eau de Parfum and the Coco Mademoiselle. And if you have Coco Mademoiselle and Coco Eau de Parfum, layer them together. If you can layer them together, if you have them and you layer them together, you will get the smell of Coco Noir. So it is meant to be a marriage between the two. Part of it is, I guess, to have kind of more of a nighttime, darker scent for Coco Mademoiselle by bringing in the sultriness, depth, and sophistication of the Coco Eau de Parfum. And I think it's a brilliant. I think it's worthy of being a signature scent. I know a lot of people have Coco Mademoiselle as your signature scent, but you know what? Everybody has the same idea. So everyone is wearing this. Nobody can tell you apart from others who are wearing this. But Coco Noir is different. It's a marriage between Coco Eau de Parfum and Coco Mademoiselle. Yes, it has the Coco Mademoiselle DNA, but it's more. And I like to pair it off when going out with this limited edition hair mist. Together, they just stay on you for a long time. I think this is one of those real noir type of perfume. Okay, maybe not dark like noir, but for Chanel, you know, this is a noir, and they did a very good job. I love this one. Okay, so I think for the ad on this one, you have like kind of a silhouette of a very, very pretty lady. Apparently that's Karlie Kloss. Hard to tell, but you know, it's her. Surprisingly, they don't advertise this as much, which I guess I don't mind because not everybody will be wearing it. It keeps it special that way. Alright, so 2018 they released Coco Mademoiselle Intense, and the face of the perfume is still Miss Keira Knightley. And you know, I think the campaigns are brilliant, the photos are beautiful. The bottle is very similar to Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum, so be careful when you're buying it because they look exactly the same like this, except the cap for the Intense version is clear, whereas the Coco Mademoiselle EDP, the original one, will have a frosted cap. So this one I like much better than the original Coco Mademoiselle EDP. Why? Because it's warmer. I just really gravitate to warmer scents. It's warmer, it's sweeter, not gourmand sweet, but floral sweet, which, you know, I like. I think the added, there might be tonka in here, but you know, it's heavy on the patchouli as well. So longevity is just a tad longer than the regular Coco Mademoiselle EDP. But you know, given a choice between the two, if you like kind of cooler type of scent, you would likely pick the Coco Mademoiselle EDP. If you like warmer, a bit sweeter, a bit, you know, kind of cozier, comforting, then Coco Mademoiselle Intense is, I think it's beautiful. Yeah, this one's a very, very good one. It's not powdery. I do smell kind of like some amber accords, and I love amber, so I don't know if it has amber. It just might. Okay, so moving on to the latest Coco Mademoiselle flanker. 2020, just last year, they released Coco Mademoiselle L'Eau Privée. Privé means private. Looks like this. And is this the one? Yes. So I'll put it right here. Thoughts on this one? I tested it at the counter. It smelled very much like Coco Mademoiselle, a bit lighter, a bit softer, a bit airier. It stays close to the skin, which makes sense because, you know, the name itself says private. So it's really more of a kind of like a scent that someone, an intimate scent that someone close to you can smell it, or you can smell it when you're lying down, getting ready for bedtime. What I don't like about this is it doesn't last. I think after 30 minutes I could not smell it anymore. Quite disappointing for a price point of like $150 for a 50 ml. I think it's a waste of money, to be honest. I don't think it's beautiful. If you have Coco Mademoiselle EDP EDT, it works just fine, and it works much better actually, not just fine. I don't think you need this. This is, I don't know what they were thinking. I think they're just being greedy, you know, trying to release something new, and you know, I don't know. I mean, they released the Intense 2018. They feel like releasing something in 2020, but I mean, it's not even that creative. So again, you know, the model is Keira Knightley, and she looks absolutely gorgeous. But you know, she's wearing this very nice kind of like 1930s like gown. With this, I don't know, if I wear something like a 1930s, 1920s like, you know, gown, I would be going for like this one. I'm like, look at me, this pairs off very well. This one may be like kind of like, you know, a silk nightgown for sleeping. So that's my thoughts on Chanel brand and the Chanel Coco line of perfumes. Favorite would be Coco Noir, followed by Coco Mademoiselle Intense, and then EDP EDT would be like the last. I'm not even counting Privé, like that's a waste of money. Coco Eau de Parfum is on a league of its own. Like you know, that I like for sure. Anyway, like that's like back in 1984 when it was released. So you know, it's naturally very different from the newer ones released in the 2000s. Okay, so I think I rambled a bit on this one. I just have a lot of like, kind of like feelings and thoughts about Chanel in general. So if you like this video, please press like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Bye.